Alright, hello again everyone. Hope you had a good holiday if you celebrate Christmas. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, I hope you had a good break anyway. Yeah, that's about it. Quickly, before we get into this, I want to talk about the potential future of this channel and what I want it to be. And we're still going to be primarily looking at Ableton stuff, especially all the stock stuff. In fact, that's going to be the main focus of the channel, or at least that's what I'm thinking at the minute. And I'd like to start expanding into other softwares, plugins, hardware. Oh, talking about hardware. For Christmas, I got a Behringer ARP 2600, so that's pretty cool. There's probably going to be a video on that at some point. And yeah, so I'd really like to do other softwares because I also got Metasynth, and I'd love to do a video on that. It's an amazing software. Aphex Twin used it for a lot of the Window Licker EP. It's really, really cool. A bunch of spectral stuff. Anyway, yeah, I'd like to do videos on other softwares. I mean, people have asked for some renoise stuff. That might be cool. I'm not good enough at Max yet to do tutorials on it. VCV rack, that might be cool. Especially explaining sort of the first steps of synthesis. I was planning a video on sort of synthesis 101 and doing it all within VCV rack, so that might be cool. But anyway, let me know what you think, what you might want to see outside of Ableton, whether it's plugins, whether it's other softwares, whether it's hardware, whatever it is. Just let me know. And anyway, what are we doing today? So, I was thinking, if you just want to get some music down, and you can't come up with anything, you're experiencing writer's block, I thought it might be quite cool to do a video on some generative techniques or devices or whatever you want to call it, on how to get over that. So, last night, I quickly made this random kick generator so let me play some notes. Alright, you got a kick. You press random, you got another kick. Random again, another kick. You get the point. I also did the same with some melodic stuff. And in fact, this changes presets too. I'll quickly show you that. I'm just pressing one note there, and click random again. Not as good. Kind of cool. So you get the point. You can click random and it can come up with chords. You can have a whole new kick if you can't decide what you want. You can try things out. You can save the macro variations, so it's almost like a saved preset. And I'm just going to be taking you into how I made them and how you might want to use them. So I'm just going to quickly play these few clips. This isn't anything good. It's just a bit of a sort of placeholder to show you what you can do with these kinds of devices and techniques. You get the point. You can click random and have a whole different feel to your track. Let me just have a sip of Red Bull. So, how did I make these? Well, this kick generator. I'll quickly show you the devices and then I'll rebuild them. So this kick generator is just operator. That's it. And then these are macroed to things within operator. It's not too complicated, but I'll show you how to do that one. This one's a bit more complicated if I open this up. So we have a pitch, which is changing the scale degree. Then we have a random, which is changing the random chance of picking a different note. And then we have a chord, which is changing each note. Again, this is all scaled here. You're going to need Live 12 for this. Oh, actually, unless, like, here, you want to put a scaled device, that should work. But anyway, you've got random pitch, you've got a random pitch choice, and then you've got a random chord here. So every time you click a note, no, not every time you click a note, that's expression control when that happens. When you click random, it'll change. So now we're up at 11 scale degrees. The chance of it being random is really low, and the chords... Well, the chord is off, actually. So let's turn that on. Let's turn our random chance up. Lovely. And then over here we have another rack. And we have 4 preset synthesizers. So we've got 80s tape. Let me just close these so I can show you the presets. So we've got 80s tape. Then we've got a preset called Slow Descents. Then we've got Electric, which is like a Rhodes thing. I've chucked some reverb and chorus on it. And then we've got a bass. I don't really know why I put the bass in there. I thought it might be funny and I've just left it in there, to be honest. And what's cool about this is that then you could further group these. So like if I wanted 80s tape in there, I could then have macros here which could randomize things in that. Anyway, let's start rebuilding them. So let's just close these. I'm just going to group these and hide them out of the way for now. Deactivate their clips. Alright, let's build the kick generator. So get an operator up and we're just going to sort of build a very simple kick. I mean, that's... it's very simple. It's quite boring, but, you know, we've got a kick. Let's turn that up a bit. -6. Okay. So yeah, we've got a sort of bog standard kick. And also, I'm just going to do this and you'll see why in a minute. Then you're going to want to Command G that to put it into its own instrument rack. And then bring up your macros. So first, we are going to map the decay to macro 1. Now let's pull this all the way up. That was the wrong decay. Gonna map that decay. So that's obviously way too long. So if you go into this mapping editor here, you have your options of how far along you want it to be. It's a bit fiddly to figure out exactly where you are. I do quite like a long kick, so let's just put it there. We don't want it too short either, so I mean there. And then what's our range? Fab, yeah. Now let's do the same for our release. Again, we don't want this too long, so let's bring this down roughly to the same area and bring it up roughly to the same area. Fab. Alright, what else? I like to bring this oscillator in, and as you can see I've got it very short because then it can act almost like a click. I might have it a bit shorter even. Oh, sorry, let me turn mapping off. Yeah, great. Helps punch through the mix sometimes. We can have that one from -infinity to 0 dB. That's okay. Let's also do the course of that macro. Course of that macro? Course of that oscillator. Fab. What else do we want? How about we map the pitch envelope amount? And let's set this to 0. And we only want it to go up. We don't want this. Yeah, we don't want it at minus anything. So, in here, just press 0, enter, and then you're done. Let's also do the decay. Pull these up. We don't want that too long either. Maybe. Yeah, that's good. And yeah, we can have it at 0. Yeah, that's good. Let's do the peak as well. Let's have this from 0 to plus 24. Also, sorry, let's set this to mono. Actually, let's have the pitch envelope peak be all the way up to 48. Love it. Okay. What else can we do? Let's go into our filter and let's map the shaper to macro 8. So this should change. Yeah. Let's add some more macros in. And then macro 9, let's have it shaper drive. Oh, and of course, let's fix our oscillator 1. Damn, okay. Let's have this. Just going to make this a bit more sensible real quick. Okay, let's map our frequency to macro 10. Let's have the minimum be 50 Hertz and the maximum, we'll figure that out. Say 66 is our highest. And I'm not a fan of the shaper type. Invert range, maybe. No, okay, we can't do that. I was hoping we'd be able to swap this around so no shaper is at the beginning and then we go down the shaper list, but it's just going to have to be opposite. Anyway, I think that is going to be it for our little kick generator. So let's just colour these so we look like we're professionals and that we know what we're doing. Oh, shaper drive should be let's have that really intense red and swap that out. Shaper drive, different kind of red, and then the frequency is pink. I like pink. So hopefully if I click random now, we're going to have a kick. Fab, that has worked a treat. Let's draw a kick pattern in. Let's pull this one longer in case the decay or release. I mean, I preferred the first one I did, but, you know, for a quick little recreation, that's not too bad. And for context, let's just bring in the drum synth snare. This is another way to not worry about writer's block, is probability. So let's make a snare pattern. Don't like that kick. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, cool. So we got a little snare pattern now. And what else can we do? Yeah. Okay, so these are gonna... Let's pull the velocity down in these. Lovely jubbly. And now, if you have watched this channel before, we are going to group these two. So click play all, and in your chance window, pull them down. Fab. And then this one, we're going to pull it down as well. So, especially with instruments like this, where they have a fixed frequency, this works great with drums. I like to use different rows of the piano roll for different chances, different percentages. So I'm going to pull these up slightly more. And then let's do another row, just full 16ths. But this chance is going to be way low. Okay, we got a snare pattern that slightly differs. And another thing I like to do, if you watch my polyrhythms video, this is pretty much what the whole video is about, but I'll do a quick example now. So we have a kick on the 1 of the first quarter note and the 3 of the third quarter note. And over here, we are going to make this pattern 3/4 notes and a 1/16 long. And we are going to put a kick here. And there's no instrument on this MIDI track. I hear you beckon out. Well, we're going to send this to, what's this called? 5 instrument rack. And here we go. You're going to need to right click this. Take off ARM exclusive and press record on both of these. Do you see this one kick note, which is in an odd meter, is changing this pattern, which is pretty cool. It's forever changing, man. It's alive. And if we look in here, yeah, you can see how much that one little note in there changes everything. But you can watch my other video on that. I go a lot more in depth. Let's group these percussion elements together. So, Jenny drums, because they're generative. And let's just make them sound a bit better. OTT. Lovely jubbly. Let's get a different kick. Actually, let's save this kick. Low and thumpy. Now let's bring in a new variation. Press random. And now let's save that. And throaty and short. I'm great at naming things. Let's get a kind of hardcore one in there too. That's what I was looking for. Almost gabba. There we go. We have 3 kicks. And all we did was build this device and click some things. But in the future, you can just click some things. Or if you download this set, you can just save these to your user library and press random. Anyway, what have we got next? We've got our random note and chord generator. So insert another MIDI track. And the thing about this one is... what I'd love to see in Ableton is you've got your audio effect racks, you've got your instrument racks, but there's no MIDI effect racks. Oh fuck, there is. How didn't I see that yesterday? How have I never used that for... Sorry, I hit my mic. Just for context, I've always created MIDI effect racks as instrument racks and then just put the instruments in afterwards. Fuck. Damn it. Well, it's the same kind of deal anyway. Let's go to our pitch. Let's drop that in there. Let's go to our random. Then we're going to want our chord. Yeah, and that's it. God fucking damn it. Oh, and by the way, if you are not on Live 12, where you can just put these into scale, chuck a scale device in there too. This would go here. So if I wanted it in C, that scale would be there. But we're not going to do that because we've got Live 12. Now let's start macroing stuff. let's have our chord on and off be at macro 1. Let's have our chance of randomness be on macro 2. Let's have our pitch scale be on macro 3, and we're going to go -7 and +7, because in scale degrees, I think 7 is an octave. So now let's go back into this mapping. Pitch scale degrees, we're going to go -7 and plus. Oh. Won't let me type. We're going to go +7 too. So I'm assuming got a lower octave, we're playing our middle octave, and you can also go up an octave. So that's a range of 3 octaves, which is nice. In my other one, the one in this group here, I macroed notes 1, 2, and 3. But I think over here I'm just going to macro 2 and 3 and keep 1 at 0 scale degrees. So let's do that. 4 and 5. And ooh, how far are we going to want them to go? An octave up and down again? Pitch scale degree shift to, yeah, okay. Is 7 scale degrees an octave? Fuck it, let's just do 12. We will just do 12. Okay, and let's also macro our strum, but we don't want this too long or too short. I think, is that it? Yeah, that's it for the MIDI effect rack. So now let's just bring in like electric. Where is it? There it is. And here in this window, pick rough. Let's pick a scale first, actually. And if you watch my channel, we're doing D sharp Dorian. How's that sound? It's too funky. Cool. And we're going to bring the probability on these down ever so slightly. Maybe a bit more than that. Okay. I'm going to bring in a note length, but I'm not going to put that in the MIDI effect rack, just for electric. We're also going to group this, because we'll get into this in a minute. That's very high up. Well, I guess that's what you get when you press random. Okay, cool. And now let's get into our instrument rack. Let me just build on this electric real quick. We are going to get a reverb. And now we're going to get a chorus. I quite like this sound. Bring up the warmth, dry, wet. Cool. So, I mean, our MIDI rack works. Let's have device on and off be white. Our chants be pink. Pitch scale be green. That feels right. And this different shade of green is a bit swamp green. This is even more swamp green. And our strum can be blue. Can I get rid of these two? Yes, I can. Lovely jubbly. Okay, so. And obviously, once you've clicked random, you can just edit these a bit to your liking. Like, I don't like this. Cool. Anyway, let's get into our instrument rack. So we've got electric there, but say you want more and more presets in there. Which ones did I use? I think one was called like 80s vibe or something. 80s tape. That's the one. Yeah, I'm not building the synths today. I can't quite be asked. So cool. I like that preset. Let's also see what I've got in my user library. Get rid of that. Presets, instruments, operator. Yeah, why not? Ooh, all of them all at once is quite intense. Whiny pad, all that work. What is going on with that? No, that's bad. Okay, let's just keep it with these three for now. No, we need one more. I got anything in my instrument racks? Noisy and dramatic pad. What's this? Oh God. Oh no, you don't want that. Not if it's got all those plugins on. Orphans pad. Oh, that's good. All right. And what I was trying to do is let's close our instruments. As you select these, and then you go into your chain, and you drag all of these out. You right-click, distribute ranges equally, and then you map this chain head to macro 1. Okay. So now, when I click random, okay, so you get the gist there. Let's rename this to preset select. Finally, what can we do here? I mean, you could start doing this whole random thing with your synthesizers and with the effects and stuff. But this video's already gone on for a while. But as you can see, you can have an instrument rack inside of an instrument rack. So you could have it randomized here too. Or you could macro things from the synthesizer into this and then... Right, okay. So say I wanted like this course to be randomized. I could macro it to here, to macro 1, and then this macro 1 would then go over to this macro 2. So if I changed this, it would change that, which then would change that. So you get the point. But I don't want to do that, to be honest with you. Maybe another time. But for now, you got your preset selector. Cool. So what could we add to this? Because this is just some presets at the minute. I didn't really get this far. Let's do some effects. Yeah. All right. Where do I add them to? Is it like here? Is this just for? Yeah, it's just for that. But there. No. 4 or 4 chains selected. I know that's just on its own. Oh, I mean, you could do an audio effect rack. Oh, okay, right. This video's gone on for ages. I'm not going to make one myself. Okay, let's just, let's do dirty tape head. Sure, I don't know how this sounds. But fuck it, you click random. You get the point of the video. This is just a quick, I've really gone, kind of blabbered this one. But you get it. This is how I get over writer's block. I just start generating some stuff and see where it takes me. These are some little devices that you can use. I'll rename them. Chords and notes. Presets. So we can just minimize this to the 1. And let me close this. Kick generator. All right, there you go. You got your kick generator here. And then you got your chords and notes over here, but I've written add notes. You got your chords and notes there, and then you got your preset selector here. So random, random, and over here, random. See how it sounds. Oh, and you got your probability stuff going on here. No, this is polymeter stuff going on here, and you got your probability stuff going on here. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you found that useful. I think it was. I think I just went on longer than I thought I would. So, yeah. Hope you had a lovely holidays. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It all helps out, especially in the algorithm. We all love the algorithm, don't we? And subscribe to my Patreon if you like. This video came out a few days earlier with all the devices on it on my Patreon. So yeah, it's $4 a month. And if you're British, that's about £3.20, I think. And yeah, you get a lot on there. There's sample packs, there's devices, you can have one-to-one help with Ableton stuff. I'm going to put some presets for hardware gear on there. Yeah. Oh, and videos early, extra videos too. I only just started the Patreon the other day, so there's one sample pack on there at the minute. But, you know, it'll build up. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you have a good one.